G'day guys, Mark the Bearded Tech Skiing here, coming to you from Integrate 2025, standing here with Steve Mathis, JBL product manager for JBL install.
Yes.
Got it. G'day Steve, how you going?
Hi, I'm wonderful. Yourself?
Yeah, very good, very good. Now, a big deal, kind of a big deal for JBL install, especially, is this new Control 400 speaker range, right?
Yes.
Now, this is superseding the Control 10, 20, and 40, right? These things have been around forever.
Correct.
Why?
Yes.
Why supersede something that's actually been such an industry legend for so long?
So to look back at the history of it, the original Control 26 CT was the very first all-in-one ceiling speaker. And JBL came out with that 28 years ago.
28 years ago.
And the rest of the industry followed, because prior to that, you would have to go find your own backcan, voice coil, and you would have to make your own.
Yeah.
And so it grew from there. It grew from the 20 to the 10 series.
So the backcan is like thanks to JBL.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Uniformity.
Yeah.
And then we produced a higher performer with the Control 40.
Right.
And so that ran 28 years unchanged.
Yeah.
Industry standard.
Yes.
And so in that 28 years, we thought about it, and we figured out that we needed to evolve these speakers into something that is current and modern, that customers can not only rely on, but get a little excited about.
Okay. Yeah. And I mean, they're ceiling speakers. So you go,
yeah.
How excited can we get? So, yeah.
So the thing about ceiling speakers is they're not the super shiny thing, right? No. They're not concert rock and roll. But what they are is the background speakers that you would quickly forget or be upset that weren't there anymore.
Yeah.
You'd miss them.
Yes.
Right.
You know if they're not there. Yeah.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah.
And they're intentionally designed to disappear into the background.
Yeah. Yeah. That's the whole concept of it, right? That's why they're ceiling speakers and
exactly
and recessed. So there is what is the range that's now coming out in Control 400?
Right. So we have three families in the new 400, the Control 410 series, which evolves from the Control 10.
Okay.
The 420 series, which evolves from the 20, and the 440 revolving from the 40.
Consistent. That makes sense. That's logical.
Right.
Yeah.
And so some consistency across all three of those families. So all three of them have full face magnetic grills, because we've got to make sure we're good with the architects. And
if you don't tick that box.
Right. Yeah. The rest of it doesn't even matter.
Yeah.
We also improve the acoustics across the board. No matter the size, no matter the price point, we improve the audio over the industry standard that was already out there.
Really? Yeah. Yeah.
And then the last thing is we worried about the person up on the ladder, the person who actually has to physically install it.
Yeah,
so
you've been an installer.
I have done it myself.
Yeah.
So we rounded off every edge. There's no more sharp corners on it, right? No more bleeding when installing a speaker. We use toolless methods for installing the actual speaker. And again, this is across all three ranges.
Yeah.
And then we add an IP33 rating for all of them. So there's no longer a need to go, I need to get a weatherized version for this or that.
Yeah.
All of them will do it.
Yeah.
And you don't have to think about
IP33. So you're not going to submerge this thing, obviously.
Right.
But if you throw a splash against it, you're not going to worry about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. Or if it's in a mildly humid area or outdoor a little bit, not a problem.
And you've done some pretty cool things with the tabs too, haven't you? So I'm an integrator, right?
Yeah.
So those things, they annoy me, right? So you've got to get them right, whether you've got thin ceilings or thicker ceilings. What have you done there?
So the dog ear, in the past, we used to have to get different dog ears for different thickness. And now we can do full range, all on the same dog ear, all the way down to less than 5 millimeters.
Yeah, and it just makes it faster to get them in and move on, because time is money at an integrated level. Time is absolutely money, and you've got to get them in. And it's got to be seamless. It's got to be fast, and it's just got to work. So
our goal is actually to reduce time on ladder between 20 and 30%. And so this is something that we're having to face more about is labor costs.
Yeah.
And so it's not just hardware costs anymore.
Yeah.
So if we can make it a little bit faster, you're saving money.
So if you bought an install back of a speaker back from, I don't know, 45 minutes back to half an hour, you're picking up 15 minutes. Like, that is a considerable cost saving.
Especially when you go across 30, 50, 60, 100 speaker install.
That's right. Obviously, you want to put them in lots of 100
Always.
So that's the consistencies.
Yes.
Yeah. What's the difference between the three?
So the three different ranges allows us to touch all the price points and all of the needs for a customer.
Yes.
So the Control 410 series is a traditional two-way. And we think these outperform all the other two-way speakers out in the market.
Yeah.
But this is our starting point, our standard series.
Yeah.
We then step up to our enhanced coverage series with a 2-dimensional waveguide on it.
Okay.
And what this does is smooth out the sound.
Yes.
And basically what we're doing is we're improving the high frequency, or improving the range of the high frequency, so it covers similar to low frequency.
Right.
And so now it's an
done a flip on what other
right. Everyone else
doing.
curtails
Yeah.
their low frequency, and we chose not to be destructive but constructive in
Yeah.
how we came out with the acoustics.
Yeah.
And so that's our mid tier, and we think our mid tier is competitive with just about everyone else on the market.
Yes.
And then there's a step above that with the Control 440, our premium series coverage. And this is a 3-dimensional waveguide with improved components inside. So we have better frequency response, higher SPLs, higher sensitivity, all of the things you're looking for.
Yeah, right. So with those waveguide changes and the flip thinking, I suppose, process and that design of meeting the low frequency, you get a much wider dispersion.
You do.
Yeah.
And it's a smoother dispersion as you go through frequency, because traditionally most speakers up to about 1 kilohertz,
Yep.
you get full range, 180 degrees of coverage.
Yes.
And then it starts getting into this hot spot right underneath the speaker,
Yeah.
where you end up with this really sweet spot right underneath.
Yeah.
But as soon as you step 1 meter away,
Yeah.
it no longer sounds good. And so what we're doing is trying to increase that hot spot to the point where it's nearly the same size as the low frequency.
Yeah, and it's critical if you got a low ceiling too, right?
Yeah.
And you're sort of right underneath it, and it makes a massive difference.
So the other way to look at that too is we can now use fewer speakers to get the same coverage than we used to do in the past.
Yeah, right. And so this is now, because I remember I've done a lot of the Control 20 series, and you could just go onto the JBL website, you can map it all out, you put your dimensions in, tells you how many to put in, and
and so that software is still there.
Yeah.
And we've added these to them. And so you can go out and compare how many you might use for the old versus what you need
now,
for the new.
Oh, wow. Can you? Okay.
Absolutely.
Yeah, right. You just got to patch the holes with the other ones.
Exactly.
You're going to use half as many.
Exactly.
Yeah. And so some of the important things from an integrator perspective. So setting taps.
Yep.
Right. You don't want to pull that speaker out and set that tap.
So they're on the face of the grill. So just remove the magnetic grill and it's right there.
Oh, easy. Right. And speaking of the grill, paintable, what can you do with it?
Yeah. So they come with a round white grill.
Yep.
That can be painted any color you want. They also have a black round in case you want to start with a darker color.
Yeah.
And then we also have a white square because sometimes the aesthetic requires those hard lines.
Yeah, but you're not changing speaker, you're just changing the grill.
Just changing the grill.
Yeah, nice. Steve, this is really, actually, it is quite exciting.
It is.
From an install perspective. Mate, now if people want to know more, they want to find out, what do they need to do?
Go to jblpro.com.
That's it. It's that easy.
It's that
easy.
If
you're at the show, come upstairs to level 5, come and do the demo.
Yep.
I'll see the guys down at Madison, and they're the distributor of Harman products exclusively now in Australia. So congratulations on a good brand, mate. Well done. And it's 28 years, now for another 28 years.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
Thanks, mate. Cheers.